Hey, family and friends. Todd Plymale-Mallory, mind, body, soul mechanic, coming at you from Boulder, Colorado. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit tonight in the midst of our COVID crisis and this crazy racial tension and all the stuff that's going on in the world about diving into the darkness. This has been a wonderfully wild time for everyone. Very difficult financially and emotionally and personally for a lot of people. I know that abusive relationships are up, domestic violence is up. We've got rioting in the streets because people are unhappy about the way that the pigmentocracy has been oppressing people for hundreds of years in the United States. And so it's time for change. It's time for growth. And one of the biggest challenges, I think, of a lot of us having to spend time alone, having to spend time in our own heads, is that our world is set up on distraction, right? We have our TVs, we have our cell phone, we have our job, we have our friends, we have our career, we have our social life, we have the music. In my scene, we have the music with friends, the dancing, the events, all the things that we do, the athlete events, everything that's going on, right? It becomes an easy distraction from the dark things in our life, the things that we would prefer to avoid, the stuff that we have to, open up the closet to check out. And this is a time when I would hope that you open your closet. That since we have a little extra time, since we're still on lockdown and the numbers are increasing, and who knows, maybe we'll end up on another quarantine, that you take this time to do the work, do the healing. I know for me that I'm a single guy. I live alone. I have a practice. I have my wonderful patients. I have my CBD business. I have a lot of things going on, and yet I do live alone. And so during this, 3 months now of the quarantine and moving back, the majority of the time has been spent in my own head. And that can be a good thing for some people, or that can be a destructive thing for some people. And I think what I've discovered with a lot of my friends, with a lot of my patients, is that what this is doing is it's bringing up layers of things that none of us have ever looked at. Right? As it says in the Tao Te Ching, that you can't see the bottom of the muddy waters without the stillness. And for the first time in a long time, a lot of us have had enough time to reflect, to see the litter that's at the bottom of our deep lake. And it's time to go down there and dig it all up, right? I know that I've tried to do this as well. This is a time of shift. I was talking with my good friend and associate just yesterday about what does the next chapter look like? Where are we really headed? What's unfolding? And the one thing that we both truly were agreeing upon as a big yes is that we all have to change. We all have to adapt. We all have to embrace a new lifestyle, a new vision of the future, a new vision of the past. Humanity as we know it has changed. We need to be more loving. We need to be more open. We need to be more accepting. We need to be more acknowledging of the people who have suffered and who have been oppressed in the United States, and do our best to support them. It's a time of change. And so I encourage you, even though it's difficult, even though it's uncomfortable, even though we mostly don't want to do it and we want to live life's distractions. It's so easy right now to just binge out on Netflix and hit the booze, hit the bong, to avoid. Don't do that. Dive into the darkness. Come on. Come with me. on the journey, because this is a time when we need to understand that there's a lot of change happening, social change, political change, consciousness change. This is truly the age of Aquarius, and don't be left behind. Don't be stuck not understanding what's going on. Learn about yourself. Unpack the closet, right? Get rid of the stuff that's in there that hasn't been dealt with. I'm doing this process. You can do this process. We're all working on the stuff that we need to deal with. It's a difficult time. Lots of challenges. But I also don't believe the universe hands us anything that we can't individually and universally handle. And so those of us that choose to come together, to live in love, to live in unity, to get rid of power and pigmentocracy, we're going to survive. This is going to be a better world. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for your time. Hey, I'm on YouTube. Please like my YouTube channel. Please like me on Facebook. We're trying to grow this movement. We want to spread love and light. Thank you so much. Todd Plymale-Mallory, Mind, Body, Soul Mechanic. We'll see you real soon.